Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the channel today. In today's video, we are going to be rebuilding the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I recently did a video rebuilding the Bears, and you guys seem to really like it, so I'm going to continue to make this a series. And I got a really good comment recommending that I do the Indianapolis Colts, so that is exactly the team that we are going to do in this week's episode. Now, quick disclaimer. I'm sorry that this video is probably a few days late. That is for two main reasons. The first being is that I recorded this video a couple days ago, didn't like the way it turned out, decided to completely scrap it and do it over again. And the second reason is because I have COVID. So I've kind of been feeling like shit, but I'm going to grind through it. I'm going to get you guys this video because you guys deserve it. All right, so starting off the rebuild, we have some players that we need to negotiate with. The biggest of them being is Michael Pittman Jr. Now, I would love to keep Michael Pittman Jr. I don't want to pay him an egregious amount of money, but I think a 4-year deal, I'd say maybe 8.5 and then an $8 million signing bonus. That'd be what, a 4-year, $66 million. That'd be about $22 a year. I think that's probably a bit of an overpay. So I'm going to go ahead and bump it down a little bit. I'll go maybe like 7.5, 7.2 or something like that. It'd be 4 years, $62 million. It'd be a little over 15 per year. I'm okay with that. Oh, fuck. Michael Pittman's going to leave. Okay. All right. So, guess what, buddy? I think we're going to throw the franchise tag on you. So 1 year, $31 million. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay. That's super fun. That's great. What about Kenny Moore? Let's negotiate with Kenny Moore. Let's hope that he's going to be able to come back. We'll get you back on a $6 million base and a $6 million bonus. Let's see if that works. Okay, I'm totally cool with that. That's, a decent offer. I really wanted to keep him. I can't franchise tag Michael Pittman at $31 million. I just can't do that. Justin Blackman, Kwity Paye, Grover Stewart, I would like to bring back as well. Something that's relatively cheap, maybe a 2-year deal for 7.5 bonus. Okay, he is going to re-sign, so we weren't able to get Michael Pittman back, which was the big guy, which definitely sucks. But I think at pick 15, we should have some receivers available that could be pretty nice. So looking at some of the free agents, Michael Pittman is a free agent, but he has very little interest in re-signing with us. So that's awesome. Appreciate that, dog. L'Jarius Sneed is a guy who I think could really improve our corner room. I won't lie. I think I do want to drop a fucking bag on L'Jarius Sneed. He's only 27 years old. He's a star dev trait. I do think I could do that. Let's check out Tyron Smith is probably too old, unfortunately. Amari Cooper, T. Higgins. T. Higgins could also be really good. He is 25. I probably like him more than Michael Pittman at this point. I'm going to go ahead. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and offer T. Higgins a contract. I'm going to say maybe 4 years, $7.5 million with about an $8 million bonus possibly. And then I am going to try to drop a fucking bag on L'Jarius Sneed. I'll go 5 years. I'll go probably $11 million base. And then I'll go maybe in a $12 million bonus. I mean, I'm really trying to like absolutely drop a dump truck of money on this guy's ass so he comes to Indianapolis. And L'Jarius Sneed did end up signing with the Colts. I am super excited. We have our defensive superstar. I think truthfully that this is a pretty amazing way to start the rebuild for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, before we continue with any more free agency or any other offseason stuff, I do want to take a look at some of the financials. So obviously we just signed L'Jarius Sneed and he's getting a fucking bag. But a big problem for me is the fact that we're paying a guard as the highest paid player on the team, not named L'Jarius Sneed. And I just can't roll with that. I can't have my guard making the most amount of money on the team. So I am going to look to see if possibly we could get a trade partner for Quentin Nelson, because I do think he has a lot of value. He's a 90 overall left guard. He's only 28 years old. He's obviously really good. I do think that we'll find somebody to make a partner with. I just wonder what we would be able to get in return. Well, I guess what we'll be able to get in return is Sam Laporta and Brian Branch. As you can see, I sent Quentin Nelson a 3rd and a 2025 7th in exchange for Sam Laporta and Brian Branch. I think that this is a fucking A+ trade. I am super, super excited about how this rebuild is starting. So that cleared up some cap. Now we have about $47 million left for free agents. Honestly, I could try to bring back Michael Pittman because he is, hasn't signed yet. I think that would be probably my main priority. I do think Kyle Duggar as well. I could put him at free safety. I'll probably sign him to a 3-year deal. Maybe give him $4.5 million, 4.5 signing bonus. 3 years, $27 million, about $9 million a year. I would not hate that at all for Kyle Duggar. And then just because I am a good guy, I'm going to go ahead and offer Michael Pittman about $18 million a year, a little bit more than he was probably asking in market value. But I would like Michael Pittman to re-sign with us if that's his prerogative. And what do you know? Michael Pittman did end up signing back with us, and Kyle Duggar as well. I think that we've made some big improvements to this team already. All right, so before the draft, let's take a look at the team. I think even despite losing Quentin Nelson, our offensive line is still pretty good. Sam Laporta is such a huge addition. We could definitely use another receiver or two, I think. Michael Pittman's good, but I think we could use some depth behind him. And then defensively, again, our DBs look much better than they had been a couple of minutes ago. Defensive line, 2 solid defense tackles. Edge rushers could use some help. And then, obviously, we need major reinforcements at linebacker. But let's go ahead and hop into the draft and see what we're going to get at pick 15. All right, so Rome Odunze is still on the board, and that is honestly very tempting. But let's scroll down a little bit. Cooper DeJean, Terrion Arnold, Chris Braswell. That would be a big improvement from what we have right now, to be honest. But I don't know. I don't know if I could pass up Rome Odunze at pick 15. Probably not realistic. I will be honest, but I think he's someone that, given the opportunity, the Colts would absolutely take. I mentioned that we probably need another receiver. I don't know that we could take a left guard or an outside linebacker in the first round here. So I will take Rome Odunze. Welcome to Indianapolis, my friend, 92 speed. I think now we've got some pretty solid receivers catching for our stud young quarterback, Anthony Richardson. In the second round, we are going to go with Adisa Isaac. We need help at outside linebacker. He seems like a very good fit for our team. Welcome to Indianapolis, my friend. Hidden dev trait. That's what we like to see. Hopefully that's going to be a superstar, but I think that fills a big need in the second round. Now, this would absolutely not happen in real life, but since Madden's auto drafting is just so dog shit, Quinion Mitchell in the 4th round is an absolute fucking steal, and I cannot pass that up. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. He's also got hidden dev trait. But again, I don't think you could ever have enough good corners. And Kenny Moore is a little bit older, so I think that he would be an excellent cornerback 2 alongside of L'Jarius Sneed in the future. In the 5th, we're going to go with Braden McGregor, another outside linebacker for us. And then in the 6th, we will go ahead and go with Brandon Coleman, just a little left guard replacement for Quentin Nelson. Hopefully he turns into something. But let's go ahead and plug all these guys in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim to the midway point in the year, see how we're doing, and then afterwards I'm going to sim all the way up until the start of the playoffs. Okay, so at the midway point of the year, the Colts are 3-3. In what fucking world the Titans are 6-1? I have no idea. But let's go ahead and check at some of the stats just to see how we're doing, because it's kind of a disappointing, midway point in the year so far. Anthony Richardson has really not had a great midway point of the year. Don't know why Kellen Mond has 17 passing yards, but that's totally okay. Let's go to rushing the ball. Jonathan Taylor, very unproductive, I think, in this first part of the year. It's kind of disappointing to me, unfortunately. Receiving-wise, Josh Downs is putting up a pretty good year, but again, just not very productive, unfortunately. Rome Odunze has been all right as well. Michael Pittman has been disappointing, especially since we gave him so much money. Let's see defensively how we're looking. Who leads the league in interceptions? We have 2 interceptions on the year. So clearly our defense is not putting up, a lot of production. Offensively, we're 25th in yards. Yeesh. Defensively, we are 1st in yards. So we are a pretty good defense. We're 19th in points scored offensively, and we are 5th in points allowed. So our defense is damn good, and that is a really encouraging sign for me. So when Anthony Richardson continues to develop, I think that will be okay. Now, just for the interest of me being fair, I'm just going to auto-upgrade all of these players. And now I'm going to skip to the playoffs and see if the Colts were able to sneak in. So the Colts finished 5-12, so that is insanely fucking embarrassing. Let's see how the season went. Anthony Richardson seems like he actually had a stronger second half of the year, which is really good. 3,500 passing yards is no slouch. 26 touchdowns, 17 picks. Picks are a little high, obviously. Rushing the ball, JT had over 1,000. Seems like our offense was actually pretty good in the second half of the year. Josh Downs had over 1,000 yards. Odunze 800. Pittman didn't even have 650, which again is really disappointing. But let's check out, what happened? I thought our defense was damn good. We ended up ranking 22nd in offensive yards. Defensively, we were 17th, so we really fell off in that second half of the season, which is disappointing. 16th in points scored, so nothing spectacular. And then we went, oh my God, we dropped 16 slots. That is putrid. Okay, I don't know what the hell happened, if I'm being honest with you guys. But I'm going to upgrade these players, see what's going on with everybody, because this team, to me, does not seem like a 5-12 team. Unless Anthony Richardson was just dog shit, which it didn't seem like he was. But you know what? This is why this is a multi-year rebuild. So we will go ahead, sim to the offseason, and try it all again next year. All right, so we got some guys to negotiate with in this offseason. We have about $111 million in cap space, which is pretty damn good, I won't lie. But I think main priority number one is going to be to negotiate with DeForest Buckner. Kwity Paye is important, obviously. I think, Ryan Kelly is, of course, important as well. He does want to re-sign. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give him a team-friendly deal for about 2-3 years. I'll probably make it about $5.5 million. Damn it, Ryan Kelly doesn't want to re-sign for that offer. Okay. Not fun. DeForest Buckner. Let's check out what he wants. He's gonna want about $22 million per year. Okay, that sounds about right. What about 2 years? We'll give you maybe 12.8, $22.2 million. That's exactly what he wants. Perfect. DeForest Buckner, you're on the team for another couple of years. Awesome. I think the other guy that we really want to look for, I said Ryan Kelly. How much is the franchise tag for him? 14.6. I don't know if I'm willing to do that for Ryan Kelly because he is 32. I don't know if I'm willing to pay a center $14.6 million, but we'll come back to it in free agency. For Kwity Paye, we'll give him about 28.5 over 2 years. Awesome. So he's going to stay for about $14 million. Again, I don't hate that. So after re-signing our guys, we're going to have about $76 million to hit the free agency market. And it does look like we have the 7th overall pick in the draft. So we are going to have some ammo to get ourselves back into a good position this year. All right, let's take a look at some of these free agents. Nick Chubb is a free agent, which would be sick if we didn't have Jonathan Taylor. Tyrann Mathieu. JOK is very intriguing to me. 25 years old, has a lot of interest in signing with us. I'm going to like that one. Greg Newsome is another guy, although we do have corners. We put a high investment in corners. I think it would be a little bit irresponsible to give Greg Newsome a big contract. Michael Pierce, Landon Dickerson as well would be nice, 84 overall. I'm going to try JOK because he does have a lot of interest in signing with us. I'll go 6 years. I'll go $9.5 million, and I'll give him about a $14 million bonus. 6 years, about $141 million. That's about $22.8 per year. That's totally fine by me. I think he's going to accept because he's got a lot of interest in signing with us. And I think we do also throw a contract at Landon Dickerson just to see if he would accept. I'll go ahead and give him about 17 a year. About 18 a year. A little bit over than what he's expecting just to hopefully see if he signs with us. Okay, so we did get JOK, which is totally awesome. He's going to be a big improvement to our defense. Now, I think that we need to hit the trade block before the draft to fill some of the other needs on our team. All right, and I was able to swing a trade at Jonathan Taylor for Bijan Robinson straight up. Is it realistic? No, but this is Madden we're talking about. It's my rebuild. So Bijan Robinson, welcome to the Indianapolis Colts, my friend. All right, maybe this is a slight overpay, but I don't really care. 7th overall pick is going to Carolina in exchange for Brian Burns. I am going to make a position change to switch him to defensive end because I want him rushing the passer almost every single play. All right, and starting our draft in the second round, I know none of these players. These are auto-generated players. Two solid defensive tackles available, which I don't hate at all, just because of the fact that, DeForest Buckner is getting older. Grover Stewart's not exactly a spry young chicken as well. I think TJ Stackhouse is such a powerful football name that there's no way this guy's a bust at all. Hidden dev trait. We'll see how he is, but I feel pretty good about that, improving the defensive line. Another just super powerful name, William Savage right here, 4.36 40-yard dash. I am going to take him. I don't know, man. The name was doing it for me, but I don't know. Maybe I'll go back for a second. I do think that, again, we still need to improve our outside linebackers. Alan McDaniels, not as cool of a name, but normal dev trait, so clearly wasn't that cool. But hopefully he can turn into something nice for us. We're going to take a corner here in the 4th round. Hugh Norwood. He seems hidden dev trait. I like that. Hopefully he can turn into something pretty good for us. It's like kind of impossible to have an opinion on these guys because they're all just Madden auto-generated players. But let's check it out right here. Eddie Patterson, middle linebacker, is probably a need for us. We'll go ahead and take him. Normal dev trait, 88 speed, though, is pretty solid. I am cool with that. And then in the 6th round, we're just going to take a guy by the name of Javante Campbell because they say he's a 2nd or 3rd round pick. We're going to take him, see how he does. 88 speed. Yeah, he's kind of trash, but that's kind of what I thought. And then I do have a trade offer here for Kwity Paye, which now that he's the backup to Brian Burns, I think Emmanuel Forbes is actually a pretty good deal. I'm going to accept that trade and see if Emmanuel Forbes, with his star ability, can turn into something really, really good at corner. All right, and you guys know the drill. I'm going to skip to the halfway point of the year, see how we're doing, check the stats, and then hopefully after that, skip to the playoffs and see that the Colts have won the division. All right, man, I don't know what the fuck the problem is, but the Colts are 2-5. Honestly, I'm so confused what the issue is because Anthony Richardson should be improving rapidly. I'm going to go ahead and, auto-adjust him, I suppose. But, I mean, he's a 78 overall now after I adjust him. I don't know really what the problem is with the Colts at this point. Maybe Madden just hates Anthony Richardson. That could definitely be the case as well. But 78 overall, weapons galore on offense. Rome Odunze, Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Sam Laporta, Bijan Robinson. I mean, this offense should be really damn good. I really just don't know what's going on here. Anthony Richardson is having a pretty good year, but again, 9 touchdowns and 9 picks is not a good ratio. He's throwing for 1,500 yards, though. That's not bad. Rushing the ball. What the fuck happened to... Why has Bijan Robinson only gotten 17 fucking carries all year? I hate this game, bro. I literally hate this fucking game. Rome's putting up a good year. Laporta's having a good year. Pittman's doing a little bit better, but, man, I just can't stand this game sometimes. It just literally auto-subbed out Bijan Robinson. Even though we're 2-5, we're only 2 games back of the division, so hopefully, once I skip to the playoffs, we are in contention. And what the fuck? We finished 5-12 again. 49-7, we lost in our last game. Some's fucked up. Some got to be fucked up. I have no clue what is going on. We're 21st in offensive yards. We're 32nd in defense. What the fuck? Actually, what is going on, dude? I'm so confused. Okay. I'm gonna look at the stats. Let's check out defensively. Let's go to defense. See how many sacks we had. Brian Burns only had 5.5, which isn't good. I mean, DeForest Buckner had 7.5. Grover Stewart had 4, 3.5. I mean, what? Dude, we only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks all year. Are you joking? I don't know, man. Am I tweaking, or is this team just actually pretty good? Anthony Richardson just continues to throw way too many interceptions. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just that he's just throwing too many picks, but I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like it's the issue. I just don't understand why this defense is so bad. I just don't get it. This is really driving me crazy right now. I mean, you're going to sit here and tell me that this is a back-to-back 5-win team. I mean, listen, I know our offensive line could be a little better than interior, and that's going to be something I address this offseason. But, dude, good weapons. Pittman, Josh Downs, Odunze, Bijan Robinson, Sam Laporta. Defensively, we're not bad, man. The defensive line is pretty damn good. Brian Burns, Grover Stewart, DeForest Buckner. DBs should be really fucking good with L'Jarius Sneed, Emmanuel Forbes, Kenny Moore, Brian Branch, Cal Duggar. The linebacking core, Adisa Isaac is okay. JOK should be really good. Maybe I just need just a stud middle linebacker. I don't know, man. This is really starting to piss me off. I have no clue what the fuck is going on here. And in typical Madden fashion, they have the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl, which maybe that means I'm doing something right and that Madden is just fucking insane. All right, so we have some big decisions to make in terms of re-signing players. Bijan Robinson is obviously key. Anthony Richardson is going to be massive. I will accept his fifth-year option, however, to kind of eliminate that decision for another year. In terms of the fifth-year option, I will accept his as well. So we should be good with those two guys. Brashad Perryman at left tackle. Let's negotiate with him. I do want to keep him and keep the offensive line at least somewhat stable. I'll give him $9 million. I'll give him about 19 a year. I think that should be pretty good for him. Oh my God, he doesn't want to resign, dude. This team is fucking falling apart. I have no idea. Like, this is the most frustrated I've ever been running a franchise. This is crazy. Braden Smith also doesn't want to come back, so fuck me, I guess. This is just so awesome. I mean, I have never been this frustrated during a franchise, dude. This is crazy. I'm going to fire this fucking defense coordinator because he sucks ass. I'm going to hire somebody else. Hopefully I can get a real-ass coach in there. Now, I'm just going to try to beef up the offensive line as much as possible. Joe Thuney, I know he's a little bit older, probably doesn't fit the timeline of this team, but I don't quite care. I'm going to give him 2 years, $45 million, just about. Again, I'm just desperate at this point. I'm just trying pretty much fucking anything. Ronnie Stanley, you're also going to get a contract from us. Please sign with the Colts. I need you. And then I'm going to offer Braden Smith again just to see if he somehow, some way wants to come back. Dude, this is so fucking annoying. The Cardinals got the top 3 free agents. Are you shitting me? That is just so annoying, dude. Oh my God, I'm so frustrated right now. I really am. I just don't know what to do. Well, I guess it's on to the draft, and we are going to need to pull some magic out of our ass to make this team, I guess, better than 5-2. I guess that's just what they're destined to be all year. All right, guys, we have the 4th overall pick in the draft. I have an opportunity to turn this ship around. I just got to be really, really smart with what I do. So, I honestly think that our best option here is to go right tackle. We weren't able to re-sign our guys in free agency. We need solid pass protection for Anthony Richardson and good run blocking for Bijan Robinson. Let's go ahead and check some of his stats here. Okay. He clocks out as basically the top right tackle physicality-wise. A, impact blocking. I do like that. C, pass block, which I don't love, admittedly. But I will go ahead and draft him. I'm just praying that he is a stud right tackle for us because we need him to be badly. I am going to address offensive line again here. I'm going to go with left tackle Jaden Hutchinson. I just hope that he is, again, a good anchor for Anthony Richardson and this offense. Round 3, I'm going to go with Ben Beasley at free safety. Normal dev trait. I mean, what are you going to do at this point? Now, in the 5th, again, I want to fill some needs. We're going to have to make some trades after the draft, and I'm okay with that, honestly. You know, I don't know where we want to go here. We're good in a lot of spots. That's the thing that's so frustrating, is that we're good in a lot of spots. We need help in the linebacker department a little bit. Safeties obviously need some help. But let me go ahead and see what some of the best safeties are. I'll go ahead and take Isaiah Winston just to see if he's anything special. All right. So I did want to get us an upgrade at center. So I got Aaron Brewer from the Patriots for a 2nd and a 6th. Again, bit of an overpay. I don't give a shit. I'm so frustrated. I just want to get a good offensive line, have this team cooking once again. And then one final trade. I got Devin White for a 2029 2nd and a 2028 4th. Listen, I'm going to plug these guys all into the lineup. I'm going to sim to the playoffs. I'm not even going to do this midway bullshit that I've been doing. Skim to the playoffs. And please let the Colts have had a good year. We somehow got fucking worse. I don't know. I just don't get it. I think Madden just fucking hates Anthony Richardson, is what I think. I mean, I just don't get it. I have no. I just don't get it. All right, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've been recording here for like 2 hours. I'm sick as fuck. I'm very frustrated. I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Honestly, this is the most frustrated and confused I've ever been doing a franchise mode. I understand I probably didn't do everything perfect, but I'm just so confused why we were this bad for multiple years in a row. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will be doing more videos like this, and hopefully to much more success. But I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.